President Moon Jae-in said the North Korean leader Kim Jong-un is ready to take more steps towards denuclearization, but the condition is that there have to be corresponding measures from the United States. Shin Se-min reports.
His first stop after returning from his three-day trip to the north, the main press center in Seoul. Addressing the nation on the outcome of the historic Pyongyang summit, President Moon Jae-in said he was assured by North Korean leader Kim Jong-un that he is determined to completely denuclearize his regime at the earliest date possible and focus on its economy. And he said the North is ready to speed things up on denuclearization depending on steps from the U.S.
북미 정상회담에서 합의한 4개 합의 사항이 함께 이행되어야 하므로 미국이 그 정신에 따라 상응하는 조치를 취해준다면 영변 핵시설의 영구적 폐기를 포함한 추가적인 비핵화 조치를 계속 취해나갈 용의가 있음을 표명하였습니다.
And those steps would be determined, said the president, in talks between North Korea's Kim and U.S. President Donald Trump, which he hopes will happen soon. And on the issue of how to put an official end to the Korean War, the president said he and his North Korean counterparts have the same idea.
비핵화의 어떤 구체적인 방안 또는 그에 대한 또 상응 조치 이런 부분들은 기본적으로 북미 간에 논의될 그런 내용입니다. 그래서 남북 간에 논의한 내용 가운데 합의 문안에 어느 정도 또 어떤 표현으로 담을 것인가 라는 데 그 논의를 많이 했었고.
The president then said a peace treaty with the North will follow after complete denuclearization. And he said the military agreement reached by the two Koreas has created the conditions for a swift resumption of talks between Pyongyang and Washington. President Moon has done his part by bringing his North Korean counterparts another step forward in the process of denuclearization. Now the question is when and what sort of corresponding measures will be drawn out from the U.S., something that could possibly come out during the talks between Presidents Moon and Trump in New York next week. Shin Se-min, Arirang News.